Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts, opinions, and feels on Zac Mia by A.J. This book is about a 17-year-old boy by the name of Zac who has spent his life in and out of hospitals due to his lifelong battle with leukemia. One day in the hospital, a girl by the name of Mia moves in next door to his room, and over time he forms a friendship with Mia and they try to help each other find normal in their not so normal lives. I really enjoyed this book. It didn't necessarily blow me away, but I had a good time reading it. I think a lot of people probably go into this book thinking that it's going to be similar to The Fault in Our Stars or that it's going to be a knockoff, but I didn't necessarily get that from this book. I thought that this was a rather refreshing story. It doesn't focus on a romantic relationship. While there are some romancy bits throughout the story, it's more so a story of two people coming together to carry on in life and to fight this battle that's in front of them. I want to first talk about the writing because personally I found that to be one of the best aspects of this story. I really liked A.J. Betz's writing style, and she has me wanting to pick up other books by her because I really enjoyed her writing in this book. In this book we get a dual perspective, and I think she really nailed it when it comes to making both voices distinct. They didn't sound similar to me at all, and she did a really good job at being consistent with that. She has a very simple writing style, and I felt like the dialogue specifically is something that I really enjoyed. It just felt very natural to me, and I also felt she did a really good job at writing about teenagers. I love the fact that A.J. Betz had this novel take place in Australia because most of the contemporaries that I read take place in the USA, so it was refreshing to have a new setting within a contemporary story. I will say though, I wish I would have had just a little bit more of the Australian atmosphere. We only get like a little glimpse of Australia throughout the story, and I just wish we would have had more. It's evident that the story is taking place in Australia because of different locations that she describes and the slang words that you see throughout the story, but I just wanted a little bit more. As for the plot, this is the area where I just felt like it was really lacking to me. There just really wasn't much to it. Not a lot happens in this story. There are a few moments that definitely help carry the story along and pull it forward to the ending, but that's just about it. There's just not a lot that happens in this book. For the most part, it just didn't really go anywhere, and I really wanted more from the story. I just wanted more to the plot. I think it had potential to be really great, but it just kind of fell flat for me. And finally, let's talk about the characters. I think that Zac was definitely my favorite character throughout the story, even though I think that he lacked a bit in personality, which I think is just very true to his character because he's just spent day in and day out in a hospital, bored throughout his entire life, just going through these days where he's just sitting there doing nothing. And so I think that that was very true to his personality. I just wish we would have seen more of his interests, some of his hobbies or something, because we really only see his life in the hospital and how bored he is all the time and how he just like doesn't have anything to do. And I almost wish we would have gotten some flashbacks throughout his life, just kind of about his childhood and like how he grew up and things like that, because I think that would have given him more of a personality. You would have kind of gotten to know him a little bit more, but I still really enjoyed his character. He was definitely my favorite because I didn't like Mia that much, especially at the beginning. I started to like her more at the end because there's definitely some amazing character development that happens with her character, and she changes for the better, thankfully, because at the beginning she's just like annoying and just hard to read about sometimes. For the most part, she's aggravating, stubborn, and downright annoying. So those are my thoughts, opinions, and feels on Zac Mia by A.J. Betz. You guys should let me know down below if you have read this book and what you thought of it, or if you plan to pick up this book. I can't necessarily recommend it because I didn't love it, but it was still an enjoyable read, and it's really short, so let me know down below if you're going to be picking this one up. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon with a new video. Later. And I think she really nailed it. So those are my thoughts, opinions, and feels on Zac Mia by A.J. Betz. What did my voice just do?